What's going on, Soul Camp community? It's your boy Stefan Brown, putting you guys on game of what's going on in the Soul Camp community. As always, class is in session. All right, Soul Campers, before I get into anything, I want to make sure I remind you guys all that this show isn't just about sneakers. It's about everything that surrounds the sneaker community. So that goes from cleaning, that goes from people who make their own shirts, people who make their own logos, accessories, and much more. So keep in mind, every show is going to be a little bit different, but it's going to have jam-packed with information that you guys are going to really be able to take and use out there in your journey in the sneaker world. Without further ado, let's get to some fun stuff here. First thing I want to bring up is Supreme. Supreme. A lot of you people may have heard it. Some people are still kind of questioning, what is it about Supreme that's making people pay these crazy prices for things? Well, Supreme's just pretty much started off as a skateboard company and still is, but has been able to collaborate with so many different companies and brands along the way, especially here in the last few weeks, that they can get as crazy as teaming up with Nabisco and making some Oreo cookies here. So for those who don't know, these cookies are actually pretty expensive. They were selling for $3 on the Supreme website and obviously immediately sold out. The thing about these cookies is it's kind of hard to find them in the black market, I guess, per se, just because, let's say some of your app stores, like a StockX or GOAT, aren't able to sell food products on there. So getting to these right there is just hard enough as it is. And then buying them on the black market, you sometimes spend a little bit more. So I actually bought a few packs of these. They're averaging out to about $12 a pack that I paid for these cookies. They come in a 3-pack here, which is a little bit different. So I'm going to bust these open here and give you guys a little review on how these all taste right here. So anytime you get these Oreos, you got to make sure you have your number one ingredient to go along with that. Here's your milk. Got me some milk here. Let's see what these $4 cookies is all about here. Okay. Not bad at all, actually. It's not your typical chocolate flavor. Actually pretty good. Of course, you got to top it off with the milk. Bon appetit. Man, those cookies are fire. All right, next thing I want to kind of bring in is a little bit more Supreme here. And this is actually one of the biggest talked about collaborations of the summer here. As you can see, you'll see the box logo Supreme right there. You see the emblem Nike right there. So essentially what happened was Nike and Supreme pretty much collaborated. This time it did on the Air Force One again. They've done this about 3 different times in the past, and those shoes sell for crazy resale prices right now in the black market. They went a little bit more traditional with the style of this shoe here. And you'll see every time you get one of the shoes, you get the complimentary box logo sticker. Those are pretty nice as well. They're actually pretty expensive just by themselves. I think they go for about $5 or so. What you see here, I got the actual black Air Force One. You see it has the box logo right there. It does come with an extra pair of laces here. I think that's what kind of tops these off. There's a black lace with the Supreme kind of written inside there. Pretty dope shoe. Leather quality is butter on these. There's a lot of people who kind of hate on the black ones, but as you kind of see and can check your apps, these are actually starting to go up in value. They were retailed at $95. I want to say $96. And now they're upwards in that $250 to $300 range, depending on size. Size is always a big key for these. Supreme has had a lot of successful collaborations here over the last few years. And they've kind of broken it off into seasons in which they release their products. They've released with some of the biggest brands like Johnson & Johnson all the way over to North Face. And certain products just sell really fast. I've been fortunate to get a couple products myself. But now today, in this kind of crazy resale world that we live in, you got to get a little creative just to be able to get some of your stuff. I actually have a bot that I purchased that allows for me to play for these certain, high-end or, hyped up releases. So things like the keychains, obviously the Air Force Ones, even the Band-Aids with Johnson & Johnson. I mean, that's just crazy. Umbrellas, a little bit of everything I've been trying to collect. The stickers, obviously resell in the market as well. It's been tough just because, things like the stickers haven't had as much resale value as of recently, just because I think a lot more of the quarantine that's been going on and lack of sneaker shows. So I know all you guys out there kind of wondering what's kind of the trendy shoe right now. Well, there's a lot going on in the sneaker community. But I think we can all agree that, with Travis Scott and this collaboration with Nike Dunk, that kind of set the stage for how Nike Dunks were perceived. I'm a guy that's been collecting shoes for 15 plus years, and Nike Dunk was definitely, when I was growing up, essentially the poor man's Air Force One, since it was lesser expensive and a lot easier to get to. Since then, that's kind of flipped. So I like to go into a pair of Nike Dunks that I got, that I really value, really like a lot, and just want to, do a little quick review on them. So if you guys haven't noticed, I've been kind of rocking a little bit of a theme, hence the case behind me with the Nikes, SBs. They've been in, like I said. These ones right here are the Ray Guns, and I came up with two different versions of these Ray Guns that just released. These are actually the reverse Ray Guns, I guess, the black version of them. They have an all-white version, where majority of this leather is all white here. Those actually were a little bit more limited and are doing a little bit crazier numbers than what these are, but nonetheless, the Ray Gun family is doing really well. The original ones are probably going for around $800 to $900 now, maybe $1,000 depending on size and how the market's been trending. These were retailed at $100, and they've been creeping up, $250 into now, $350, $400 on certain sizes as well on these. Again, just a real clean, put together shoe. Obviously, the Ray Gun theme is always something that's a classic. The leather's obviously butter on these. It's definitely a skateboarding shoe, something I could use to skateboard. I do a little skateboarding myself, but not sure if I'll take these out and skateboard with them. So yeah, you'll be able to see a little bit more of a review on a different page. I'm gonna post on these and some of the other kicks, but just want to take a second to admire these. Last but not least, I always like to make sure I take some time out to kind of let you guys know what I'm rocking. I know everybody's always kind of curious about what's on my feet. I usually wear dress shoes for my everyday job, but when I get my chance to get a little drippy, I gotta kind of hop in my closet and do just that. So these right here, probably kind of wondering, these actually came out maybe 3 or 4 years back. These are the De La Soul Dunks. So they're pretty crazy. Again, has that same skateboard SB theme that goes along with them. Got a crazy story behind them. You got an extra pair of laces that are actually brown, and I mean, just a comfortable shoe to actually wear. I actually have skateboarded in these shoes a few times, but one of my personal favorites here. So yeah, as always, I'd like to take the time to thank you guys all for watching, friends and family that are out there. I know you guys all know me for being a sneakerhead, and not everybody, let's be honest, watches all the way into the credits. So if you're still watching right now, thank you so much. I do have some big news coming up here. I'm actually going to be doing a sneaker tour. What that means is I'll have pop-up shops going at all the barbershops. Not all, but 4 different barbershops here in the Des Moines area. So be looking out on the social media page. That's Soul Camp LLC, and that's on the Instagram and obviously on Facebook. Soul Camp LLC on Facebook. If you don't, want to follow those, you can follow me personally, and I can still pass the same information over. I think you know what my name is, Stephon Brown. I'm the owner of Soul Camp LLC. Thank you guys again for watching. Tune in next time. I know one thing, expired or not, these Oreos, straight fire. That tastes like $4 worth of cookie right there. Double stuff too. Yep. Making all kind of mess on my shoes. I don't care. It's good. No. Say expired Oreos didn't taste good. That's crazy.